It's been part of the story the last couple of days and still noticeable outside today. It's those wildfire smoke that's aloft, and those smoke emissions should continue to linger around, but as we discussed yesterday, with a west-southwest wind, that will really start to be sheared on out. And so while there may be haze the next couple of days, the concentrations look to continue to dissipate. Any impacts to air quality, which are already very minor, should just become lesser and lesser as we move further along into the week. Right now in Fort Wayne, we are dry, but there is a line of storms that came through northern Illinois, southern Wisconsin. This is all part of a cold front that eventually heads closer towards us, but until that point, we are very warm and dry. 89 degrees last check in Fort Wayne. Angola, you're at 85. Hartford City, 86. And Huntington, you are also at 86 degrees. Part of the reason we're warming up so quickly is because of winds that are bringing up that warm air. They're kicking up 25 to 30 miles an hour in some cases. 22-mile-an-hour gusts, Warsaw, 24 in Fort Wayne. So throughout the evening, we just stay incredibly mild. 8 o'clock, still in the 80s in most spots. So overnight tonight, mix of clouds around that will really keep temperatures at bay. So a lot of spots may not even get out of the low 70s, and that should help us get back into the 80s during the day tomorrow. But not as warm tomorrow thanks to more clouds, and then by the time we get into the afternoon, these individual showers and thunderstorms can start to pop up, which a few of them may contain some stronger elements, especially into Wednesday evening. Won't be a widespread severe risk, but something we'll watch as these storms traverse the area. They just don't have as much energy as they did further off towards the west, which is good news for us because, again, the severe risk does not look anything significant, but there is still a possibility of an embedded storm that has downpours, damaging wind gusts, and moderate-sized hail, and that's really in place for the entire region during the afternoon and evening tomorrow. Again, it's associated with a front. That front drapes off towards the south during the day on Thursday, which means we should be drier for the most part the second half of Thursday, although it may be slow to clear morning and into the early afternoon. By the evening, right now, some improvement, but there is still questions how quickly it clears the area. Does look like that should completely clear the region by the time we get into the weekend. In terms of rainfall, if you get under a downpour, it could be a little bit more. If you miss one, could be a little bit less, but we'll all average around an inch of rain over the next couple of days. Tonight, 70 degrees, partly cloudy, still keeping that breeze around. Tomorrow, dry to start, and then storms building on in by the afternoon. The next 7 days features off and on chances for rain, but cooler temperatures.